Hello, YouTube. It's the beginning of the month and the start of Freaky Month, honey. The freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Amplified by that October moon. Honey, so what had happened was, y'all know Fridays, I supposed to have done my dedicated freaky talks. And then I done passed the baton over to somebody else. Well, no, I didn't pass the baton over. She started hers and I just fell off of mine's. But for the month of October, we're going to get into some adult topics that's going to be on every Friday for the whole, and I'm going to be dedicated this time, y'all. And for everybody that's been asking about that safari, you know what? This might be the month that y'all might finally get part 2. Although I might say that for the end, we might say that for the 30th. So we got the and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5 Fridays in this month. So we got 5. This is part 1 of 5. So we starting it off on some demonic news, honey. We starting it off with bestiality. Now, you know, I don't mind people who do what they do. But it's 2 things that I always say that should be off limits. It should be children and animals. And in this case, the animal is the predator because it's a demonic lobster by the name of Jeffree Star, who has, now the man ain't innocent either. You know, Monsieur Andre Marhold, honey, from none other than North Carolina. I don't know why he got a French darn sounding name when he's darn right here, but I digress. I know people can darn look at my name and be like, well, bitch, I know you ain't one to talk. Your darn first name alone is translatable in over a dozen different darn ethnic groups and languages, but okay. Nonetheless, darn the plot thickens, honey. You know, Jeffree Star done got a taste of what it feels like as a black you know, what black women go through when men have them going through some bullshit. Now, one thing a black woman ain't going to do is literally be a footstool. She might be a figurative footstool for a darn old man. Because throughout, see, this is the thing with black women. Black women who get with well-off men from the beginning when they broke, they were the footstool that provided that man and, you know, help aid that man to get there, and then just to get dropped off by the darn wayside for a ethnic darn and bigness chick, or a straight up Asian girl or a white girl. But Jeffree Star, you know, Miss Lobster Moneybags, honey, she wanted to play around with the BBC, honey. So she done call herself getting a darn a man who was already with somebody. Now, granted that he had the darn consent to be with darn the lobster, so he ain't, you know, innocent. But him knowing this situation and still, you know, entertaining this Andre Marhold is just old nasty darn stinky darn sea lobster mess, honey. So we reported that earlier, right, about that situation. And then the baby mama trying to plead and talk about I can do better. And then I said, well, honey, if you can darn match darn Demon Lobster, honey, if you can match Lucifer's darn money, honey, please put a sister on game. Put a sister on game. Go ahead and finance my business, baby. Honey, go ahead and finance my business. That offer still stands with darn Andre Marhold's darn baby mama. Oh, baby mama. With the drama. Honey, go ahead and cash out Diva One if you darn got it like that. Oh, I got it like that. I got it like that. Honey, needless to say, she probably got her man back while she was darn pleading and talking about if I wake up, I'll take it back as long as you in my bed. By the morning, by the time the sun rise, I wanna look into your eyes. Honey, she was over there just giving an old sickening darn number. Giving Mary J. Blige a run for her money. Dun, 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 dun. You gon' marry me. I say, why, oh, why, oh, why, why, why? Why? do I have to come back with this shit right here? Because it's the news and I got to report it, honey. And it's a whole nasty darn gone, more nastier than them darn gone socks that darn gone Andre was. I don't know what was more disgusting with this. Andrea Marhold socks or darn gone Jeffree Star's feet. Now I don't know why the socks are darn gone filthy. I don't know why Jeffree Star's feet is filthy and you up there, honey. See, I hate to be stereotypical. No offense to my white people. But see, some of y'all, not all, but see, some of y'all will be on that still that Neanderthal type shit. No matter how much money y'all have, y'all be up in these houses, y'all got hundreds of millions of dollars, and y'all be just filthy. We heard Ellen DeGeneres. I can't get over that bitch talking about she's been in her 15,000 square foot mansion for days during the COVID. And she ain't washed her hind parts and she got a 10-12 bathroom house. She wearing the same clothes. But I'm sure she has enough money. And then it's like, honey, you can have the maid all the way on the opposite side of the mansion and never really have to deal with her. Honey, there's more than enough space where you can have a whole live-in darn gone maid and maintain 6 feet distance at all times. Oh, sorry, y'all. My darn gone mic drop. Y'all probably heard a boom real quick. But, yeah, it's like, from hearing that and then seeing them darn gone 50 lobster feet. Now, we understand that lobsters are naturally dirty and all that because they come from the darn gone sea. But it's like, this lobsters are over there in the mansion. And not only that, this mug has a whole darn gone aesthetic spa that is 3 times the size of my house. Yeah. He got a whole little aesthetic spa location on his darn gone mansion. And then he got one inside the mansion that's about the size of my darn gone. The room itself is about the size of my whole apartment. So you got a whole darn gone spa up in your, and then a licensed esthetician that comes directly out to you. And your feet looking like darn gone the white girl from slavery times that snuck to the cabin to get the BBC back in slavery days. I don't understand it. And then now you crying that Andrea Marhold is done stole some items out the house, which I'm calling bullshit. Shout out to Cynthia G. But what Cynthia G failed to darn gonna mention why partially defending Andrea Marhold is, now I seen the house tour, and I last time I checked, yeah, nobody ain't buying them pallets and shit like that. You ain't touring like that no more. Them views are some so, but you still have a net worth about $100 million, right? And last time I checked, you still have 24-hour security. You said you had one security guard whose sole job is to look at all the cameras that are around the house. So I'm trying to figure out if Andrea Marhold really stole these purses and stuff as opposed to you giving it to him for a darn going sugar baby type situation. And before y'all say, well, he's a professional basketball player, honey, he ain't from the NBA, honey. He from overseas where they pay them like maybe $200,000 a year in American dollars, which ain't shit to somebody who's worth $100 million. So don't think because he was making 6 figures that he can't be no sugar baby. So I'm inclined to believe that, Jeffree was darn gonna throwing him some purses that he was, well shit, this 2007 Louis Vuitton, and I can't remember the last time I even sported this Yves Saint Laurent baby. You go ahead and, pawn that or whatever. And now that the dick done got gone, he done played you and done got enough of the darn gone purses and jewelry and shit, and done hot-tailed it out of there. Now all of a sudden you want to claim theft. Well, if that's the case, I'm sure the first thing the cops going to say is, well, you over there in a darn gone 15,000 square foot mansion, the size of darn gone Ellen DeGeneres mansion. I'm trying to figure out why, well, none of these cameras doesn't show him. He had to go out the door. This was your darn gone, casual hookup. This was your hookup. You knew each other. He didn't break in your house, so you can't get him with breaking and entering. You saying he came in and then stole your stuff under the guise of darn on friendship, but okay, what does the camera say? What do the cameras say? And on that note, we gonna finally darn gonna leave them where they be, honey. Just a darn on sad, pitiful darn on mess, honey. A waste of darn on lights. And I ain't talking about that darn on albinous darn on lobster, honey. I'm talking about that Andre Marho, honey. A waste of light skin and darn on sculpted abs and a darn on decent smile, honey. Just an old stinking mess. I mean, it's just certain things you should never do for money, honey. I mean, I see. I wonder if he's Christian. Y'all know I'm not a Christian bitch, but you know they say darn gone greed is one of the 7 deadly sins. You darn gone sleeping up there with a lobster. Don't they say in the Bible about darn gone condemnation of shellfish and stuff? And I also want to go as far as to say that damn show means don't try to cross between different breeds. Don't cross between the human species and the darn gone crustaceans of the damn sea. Even if it's too darn gone XY chromosomal darn gone species, still don't cross between species. But I digress. Honey, I don't feel sad for the baby mama who probably finally got her darn gone man back, who done gave her some darn gone outdated purses, which, honey, it ain't never nothing outdated about Louis Vuitton, Givenchy, Roberto Cavalli, and Yves Saint Laurent. But you know, to somebody of that caliber, where, you know, his net worth is equivalent to a damn phone number, you know, anything past current season, you know, Jeffrey don't fuck with like that no more. He's that type of rich bitch, honey. And you know, old girl, you know, she got a little bit of faith for money. She talking about she could have darn gone did more, but you know, she's that hard worker, honey. She's that, you know, working for the 100,000 a year versus Jeffree Star got that $100 million net worth. I don't feel sorry for neither three of them hoes. I don't feel sorry for the demonic darn gone lobster known as him, aka Jeffree Star. I don't feel sorry for the wasted piece of darn gone light skin, sculpted abs of Andre Marho's tacky behind. Like I said, just the fact that you was up in that darn gone mansion and your socks look like that shows me that, Jeffree Star's darn gone Neanderthal habits done rubbed up off of you, honey. And you know, for that woman to put up with that, child boo. And there ain't no amount of purses, jewels, and stuff in the world to be sleeping up next to a darn gone stinking ass caveman. Hell no, honey. You can have it. Now, speaking of have it, honey, Mr. darn gone Raheem, honey, looks like he's about to have some of them darn gone Bobby cakes, honey. Per this image right here. Now, y'all know I'm subscribed to about 8 different people at any given time off of the OnlyFans. You know, I try to support my darn gone people. Y'all know at one point in time, I wanted to be a director in the pornography industry for my folks. I also wanted to do some, which I have done some aesthetics works for adult entertainment stars, but I also wanted to do some directing camera work, but did not work out that way. No. So I just give my constructive criticism from afar on the OnlyFans, honey. So 2 of the people that I'm subscribed to is that good old Raheem Shabazz, honey, who, I don't know why my dumb ass, I never paid attention to the fact that there's not a T in his name. I've been calling him Rhythm for the darn gone longest. I don't know, maybe it's because of the consistency of the stroke game that he be giving down there to all the people. And then I'm seeing them recent darn gone Brazil videos. He just went to Brazil and got a whole bunch of darn gone men from darn gone Brazil, including one that looks like one that I used to hook up with. I know it's not him though. But honey, it's one in particular that looks very similar to one that I used to hook up with. That was from the islands as well. But I digress. TMI, honey. Honey, he be having some darn gone good darn gone sultry content, honey. So I done seen a couple of those videos of the guys, you know, getting to meet each other at the mall. It's going down at the mall. It didn't go down at the mall, honey. They got their clothes and prep stuff and stuff at the mall and shit. And then when they made it back to the darn mansion, honey, Le Maison. When they made it back to that darn maison that looks like a mansion, honey. Honey, it went down, honey. Every cakes all loud, darn on different shades of brown, sculpted darn on the cocks, honey, and yeah, some penises and stuff was up in there as well. But honey, it was a beautiful sight, darn on see, honey. I can't wait till the actual final video drop, but honey, if we didn't think darn on Raheem could darn on top that, honey, then darn on Bobby Lightstone finally made himself over to California, California dreaming, honey. And you know, he was teasing us for a moment talking about he was going to link up with Raheem Shabazz. And you know, I was like, child boo, you really don't be doing nothing like that, honey. Maybe you, if so, you might do like darn on Dallas Wade when he went over there. You might jump in the pool and show off a little cakes and stuff, but you ain't really about to do nothing, honey. Although, you know, they could shock us, honey. I could be proven wrong. So if that's the case, honey, I look forward to seeing it. But they're both in darn gone California, honey. We'll see what darn gone happens. Now, my thing is this, though. The only drawback, though, is that, Bobby, I hope you ain't, and maybe I'm biased. Y'all know I'm not a druggy girl. And that's the one downside with Raheem. Every darn on scene he's in, he got to do them damn poppers, honey. And I notice everybody who has to take that long dick, honey, they got to take some poppers too. So I wonder, is darn gone Bobby going to engage in a little bit of pop to the nose action for the BBD, honey? Is you going to engage in a little bit of a pop of sugar, not booger sugar, but that darn on pop of sugar? Is you going to engage in some darn on poppy sugar for the darn on dick, Bobby? Because I seen the deal. Now, you was over there on your Vanity Lights, because I'm subscribed to both. I'm subscribed to the Vanity and the Bobby Lights, and you had the different size dildos and shit, but I'm noticing that the ones that you actually use in your videos are the ones of the average persuasion, about the 6, 7, and you know I ain't discriminating, honey. I'm not size shaming you or anything about you can't take me, but you know Raheem is about 9 inches. Now, thankfully he's not as girthy as, he ain't no Cutler. He ain't no Boomer Banks. But honey, that thing's still long. And I haven't seen you take no real long, you know, dildo on the, nor the few real penises that we saw. Now, you did suck that darn on NFL players darn on dick in the bathroom. Oh, nasty hole. Now, both y'all worth darn on hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all telling me y'all couldn't have darn on took y'all selves to a darn on hotel, something more darn on discreet. I'm not saying that, you know, you got the well, hell, the football players down low. I would think y'all will at least want some more privacy than the common bathroom, acting like darn on common trollop darn on broke teenagers. Like, I mean, sometimes I question Bobby at times. And in the company he keeps, like I said, just getting it down. And I never seen I never understood people who make out in the bathroom. Like, and once again, it's not your bathroom. It's the public bathroom. Pissy, you know, piss on the floor. You know, they can say that it might not be no outright full piss on the floor, but you know, sprinkles add up, and then it you know, it dries up, and it ain't been mopped and all that, and you up on your knees on the floor giving head down in the bathroom to the football player. I ain't know whether to be more amazed at the darn on dick, honey, more wondering about, okay, them sucking skills could use a little bit of work, honey. Or the fact that your ass was on the door. Now, I'm not even an OCD bitch like that, but one thing I ain't about to do, honey. Honey, Diva Wan's classy. Honey, I ain't opposed to darn gone hooking up with a football player for a little darn gone midnight rendezvous, baby. But one thing you will not catch darn gone Mademoiselle Divine is doing, she will not be down on her knees. On my knees, giving some head. I will not be doing it down there no darn gone behind no stove. Not in no woods. Well, I have done a few car actions. That's a story time for another day. But the car was strategically parked. So that was the closest outdoor action that Diva Juan has. I have done a little car, and no, it was not with my car. Before y'all was like, oh, Juan, what's really going on in the darn gone rogue? Diva Juan did not go rogue in my darn gone car. That was back in my younger years, honey. But for the most part, Diva Juan likes a nice darn gone 4 to 5 star hotel. If it's a 3-star hotel, I settle for the Holiday Inn. If it's a 3-star, I'll settle for the Holiday Inn. But Diva Juan prefers nice darn gone 500 thread count darn gone sheets at the minimum. Satin darn gone pillowcases for my, lovely tresses. And among some other things. But, this ain't about me. This is about darn gone Bobby Lights and darn gone Raheem Shabazz. What is they about to give us, honey? Because the only thing I seen thus far was them rolling up some darn gone, look like Snapdragon. It looked like they was rolling up that good old Snapdragon darn gone, Mary Jane. I love that Mary Jane. Honey, that's the only thing we seen thus far. We ain't seen too much just yet, but y'all know Diva Juan will keep y'all updated on that darn on news right there, honey. I look forward to seeing what they're going to provide us down at the OnlyFans. And that closes out the first segment of the darn on Naughty Talk news for the month of October. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, and come back next week, and we will get more into it. I think next week we'll probably get into a good old Diva Juan Naughty Talk story time. And then in the 3rd or 4th or 5th week in October, y'all will finally get the darn on Safari updated review for y'all that's been wondering about it. I think, this will be the month that y'all will finally get. And hell, Diva Juan might splurge and, for part 2, I might darn on compare to another darn on well-known person. You never know. You might see 2 BBDs up on here for the darn on part 2 review. But you got to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and keep that notification bell on if you want to see when that will happen. So that is it, y'all. I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.